Previously.
So Esperanza still doesn't know that you're a vampire.
I never said I was going to turn her. I wouldn't even know how.
Bobo, eliminate the vampire. We want the Mamminis alive to draw Lorenzo out of hiding.
This is the cemetery of familiars where witch hunters murdered my father's parents.
Protecting their witch is a familiar's purpose.
I trapped him in the illusion of his worst nightmare.
Sometimes I wonder if my fame is the only thing about me that people are interested in.
Come with us, little witch, and your friend here won't be harmed.
I'll go back to keeping an eye on the mother.
Mum, why did Dad leave us?
Oh, as if you didn't know that already. He left because he was so disappointed in you.
What? But I thought...
You thought that I drove him away? No, of course we had our issues. No marriage is perfect. But the real reason your father left is because he was so ashamed of his weak, cowardly, unlovable offspring who couldn't even retain his status as a witch despite being born as one.
You didn't lose your powers because of some curse. You lost them because you weren't worthy of being a witch. So you sought out the next best thing and became a vampire, just to fail at that too, because what respectable vampire needs a forbidden fruit to tap into his true potential?
If I had known you were so weak, I would never have turned you, or published your books and your music, because let's be honest, I only did all of that because I felt sorry for you. Now you're famous thanks to me, and that's the only reason people like you.
Yet, I should be in your place. You should have jumped, like our old roommate Simon. Remember him? Another loser whose only talent was making the world believe that he was really a cool guy, just like you.
Except a cool guy wouldn't need protection from a familiar. All those times I mysteriously disappeared while we were together, that wasn't your father calling me. I just used him as an excuse to get away from you. Now do what you should have done all those years ago, and rid the world of your pathetic presence.
No idea how she's doing it, but it's pretty damn effective. I never want to get on her bad side for sure.
Search the place thoroughly. She has to be here somewhere.
Who are these people? And why are they after us?
They're not after us, just me. I'm sorry you got dragged into this, but when Jaden told me that Prudence Lacroix is a witch hunter, I had no idea it was this serious.
Oh, what? But there is no such thing as witches.
Whether you believe in witches or not, these hunters are very real. But you're just an ordinary human, they'll leave you alone as long as you don't provoke them. So don't do that. I want you to run back to the beach, to Nate and Esper, and get the hell out of here.
I will, if you lead the way.
Finn.
I'm not leaving you behind.
Where are you, Wilbica? I don't want to hurt you, but the longer I have to keep looking for you, the angrier I'm getting. And there's nothing you can do to stop me because my ring protects me from your magic. You see, you don't stand a chance, so let's get this over with.
She's not here either. Are you sure you saw them running in this direction?
I am. And it's only fitting that she came here, because, after all, it's the same place her father tried to hide in when my own father and I were hunting him 45 years ago.
What? That was her?
There's just one thing I don't understand, and perhaps you could enlighten me, Wilbica. I was 9 back then, and you don't look much older than that. Yet according to my research, Lorenzo Mammini left your mother about 15 years ago. Unless they met again later, how can you possibly be his daughter?
Fuck, she wasn't lying. How did they get their hands on Strankov's technology?
What are you going to do?
She said the ring is what's making her magic-proof, so I'll just have to get it off her.
Then again, since you're witches, I guess everything is possible. Could it be that you're really much older than you look?
I'll gladly enlighten you, literally, you fucking cunt.
Wilbica.
Now that your children aren't home, what are you going to do with your free time?
I think I'm going to break into Crumplebottom Bank again.
Why?
For fun. And to add some money to our holiday savings account. You know, for our trip to Solani that Mayor von Hinton gifted Tiamo for his participation in her latest project.
But I thought the mayor had already paid for that, or else it wouldn't be a gift.
It's a trip for 3 people, Tiamo, Wilbica, and myself.
What about me? You're not going to leave me behind again, are you?
Bitch doesn't pay because she's a dog.
Thank dog.
But perhaps you would like to join us too?
I'd love to. But I'm actually kind of rich these days, and so are you. So why would any of us need to rob a bank for some extra pocket money?
Seriously, Grande, you've been a criminal under my tutelage for months now. When will you finally learn that minor crimes like bank robberies don't require a justification?
Sorry. Guess I'm a little absent-minded after you beat me at chess 13 times in a row.
Once for each of the 13 witches. They would be so proud of me.
Speaking of the 13 witches, I believe they spoke to me recently.
That doesn't seem very likely. They barely even speak to me, one of their own kind. Why would they speak to a mere mortal?
Because it was probably the same person that's behind your own visions that you think are coming from the 13 witches. If only I could tell you the truth. Damn, where's Rainbow Hair when you need him?
No idea. I couldn't even believe it myself. I thought I was going crazy at first. That's why I'm only telling you about this now, even though it happened roughly 2 weeks ago.
Shortly after Lorenzo misused me as his personal hellhound, and before the mistress turned him into a garden gnome. Yeah, way too many coincidences, if you ask me.
How exactly did they speak to you?
Through a hooded figure that appeared to me in my dreams and told me about a mysterious gift they had for me, which I'm supposed to pass on to you.
In other words, Lorenzo astral projected into your subconscious mind to make you participate in the mistress's scavenger hunt for the special items he wants her to find. Come on, mistress, he taught you how to do that, and you even used it yourself not too long ago to make some neighborhood kids wet their beds for playing hide and seek in your garden. Don't fall for this.
Witches move in mysterious ways. Did you ever receive that gift?
Yes, not long after I had that dream. Wait here, I'll go get it.
Interesting. What do you think the gift is?
I only know what it's definitely not, a functioning brain.
Grande? Stay alert, bitch. Grande. What is it? Is something in your room?
No. We should just go back downstairs, probably.
I want to see that mysterious gift though.
No, wait. Damn.
Are you serious? This is what freaks you out so much? Wilbica told me you had a similar reaction to a spider in that prison cell in Strangerville, but I thought she was kidding.
I wouldn't say it freaked me out. It was unexpected, that's all.
Well, how about we turn it into something more to your liking then? Better?
Do you expect me to cuddle with that thing? What if it suddenly turns back into its original form, but much bigger than before?
You want something bigger? Fine by me.
Hell no.
What? Are you scared of octopi too?
Who isn't? Imagine a giant sea monster pulling you underwater with its 8 arms, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Alright. Let's go back to 8 Lex then.
It's okay. There are other rooms in this mansion that I can sleep in tonight. Anyway, over there is the aforementioned gift.
Is that the legendary potion of ultimate power?
No idea. But if yes, it sounds powerful. What does it do?
It grants the one who drinks it a magic power of their choice for a limited time. You want to be a vampire for a day? A master of telekinesis, which is usually exclusive to aliens? Or a time witch like Elise, but even more powerful? This potion can give it to you, even if you're just an ordinary human otherwise. But the ingredients are extremely hard to find. You must be right. This can only be a gift from the 13 witches.
Of course that mysterious gift ended up being a potion. Alchemy is the one thing Lorenzo is still good at in his weakened state after staying out of the magic realm for years, and since he's known for letting others do his dirty work and probably has nothing better to do anyway, that leaves him with all the time in the world to hunt for rare ingredients.
So, what power will you choose?
The 13 witches will tell me when and how to use the potion. No point in drinking it just yet.
You shouldn't drink it at all. How do you even know it's really that legendary potion you think it is? Might as well be a love potion in disguise, because he wants you back or something.
Thanks for this precious gift, Grande. I should go now, and if you don't mind, I'll take this spider with me too. Might come in handy for some of my own potion creations.
You are too kind.
You didn't have your evening walk yet. Let's go home on foot.
Finally. Just you and me now. So tell me, Mammini, what do you fear the most?
I'm afraid that something could happen to my children.
I know. Why are you telling me this now?
Aya, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Ageless Sage, what an unpleasant surprise. I haven't been looking for you at all.
Come with me to the magic realm, quickly. Your children are waiting.
What? Why are they with you?
Who are you talking to?
Because of the ritual, of course. Your husband told them everything, that their sacrifice could have saved the entire magic realm years ago, and now they're mad at you for not telling them earlier. But don't worry, they won't be mad for long, we're sacrificing them today. I just thought I'd give you a chance to say goodbye.
You can kiss your own sorry-ass goodbye if you just so much as touch them.
I knew you'd overreact, but they have made their choice. Now you have to accept it.
Hey, wait.
Yes, go on. Walk straight into my trap.
Mistress.
Ageless Sage? Where are you?
He was never even here. What's going on?
Damn. That demon.
Gosh bitch. I'm so tired I'm actually seeing things that aren't there. Can't remember the last time that happened.
I can't remember it ever happening to you at all. Something is off.
You know what? I'll fly home after all and summon you from there. We'll go for a longer walk tomorrow.
Shit.
Wilbica? Nate? Espa? Nate. What happened?
We were attacked by a man with some kind of taser gun. I think he was after me because he repeatedly told Espa to step aside, but she just wouldn't, and so he shot her. We fought, I bit him, then he panicked and ran away. But now she's dying. We're in the middle of nowhere and I don't know what to do.
Calm down. Have you tried the mill? Maybe there's someone who can help us.
There's no one there. If only I had listened to Wilbica. I should have found a way to turn Espa, then she wouldn't be in this situation now.
What do you mean? Turned her into what?
A vampire.
Now is really not the time for jokes.
I'm not joking. I'm a vampire, Finn. For real. If you need proof, just look at me. Wonder why I look like I've been struck by lightning? Because that guy threw me into the water before shooting me with his taser. No ordinary human could have survived that. Espa wasn't wet when she got shot, yet she's in a worse state than me. I was going to tell her the truth today, and you too eventually, but then this happened.
Is that why you are no longer eating normal food, and never stop wearing those fake vampire fangs? Because they're not fake. So you're a vampire, and Wilbica is a witch. But
Nate, I dropped everything as soon as I got your message. Sorry I couldn't make it sooner.
Charmaine? You too.
No time to explain. Are you really sure you want me to do this?
What choice do we have? I can hear her heartbeat getting slower and weaker by the minute. The closest hospital is still too far away.
But you've never talked to her about this. If I turn her, there's no going back, and if she doesn't approve, she may never forgive you.
My own rebirth as a vampire has brought me nothing but happiness. I can't imagine how anyone could not want this. And even if she ends up hating it, and me, at least she'll be alive. As much as a vampire can be.
Fine. When I'm done here, we'll take Esperanza to the unholy church, where she'll be protected by other vampires until her transformation is complete. After what just happened, I want the two of you to stay there too, for your own safety.
What about Wilbica and the witch hunters?
I'll alert her family, but one thing at a time.
There. It may still hurt a little, but you'll be fine.
For how long though?
What do you mean?
I got bitten. We all know what happens to people who get bitten. And here I thought this was going to be fun.
No need to lose your mind over it. Vampires don't gain the power to turn humans until they're at least a century old, and even then it requires more than one sloppy bite. Nathan Knudsen is practically a newborn. If he was a real threat, I wouldn't have sent the newest and least experienced member of my team to deal with him alone. All the more embarrassing that you still failed to kill him, Bobo.
Cut him some slack. As you said, he's new, and this was the first time he faced off against an occult all by himself. My first solo run didn't end well for me either.
The difference is that you never used the term fun to describe our important works, Ven. I expect more discipline and better judgment from a group of people who have sworn to protect the world from the dangers of magic.
Exactly. We're a group of people doing that, not angels or gods who never make mistakes. We're all just human. Did you forget that?
Yes. For a moment I forgot that. Excuse me. My God. What have I become?
No time for self-doubt, Prudence. We're doing the right thing, you know that.
It was easier to believe back when you were still at the helm of this organization.
What you told them about vampires isn't entirely correct. Sometimes one sloppy bite can be enough. That's how I got turned, and the reason I can no longer lead the Children of the Sun. It's up to you now, and if you expect discipline and good judgment from your followers, you have to set a good example yourself. Sven may think you are too harsh to Bobo, but I think you are too indulgent. You should have thrown him out.
And then what? We can't afford to lose anybody else, Mother, not with our numbers already dwindling. More and more people sympathize with those occults nowadays, and sometimes I can't help thinking, what if not all of them are evil?
The Bible specifically states that they are. Do you really think the word of a few misguided sympathizers carries more weight than that?
That's not what I meant.
Your greatest fear is the most fearsome fate imaginable, eternal damnation.
No, please.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. The best way to avoid it is to do as you're told. Fortunately, we have ancient written instructions. Adhere to them, and you'll have nothing to fear when your time comes.
I will. I promise.
See? It's easy. You did a good job today capturing both Mammini children. I'll go back for the mother, and I'll take Crispin with me if you don't mind. He's the least squeamish of your underlings.
What a busy day. My mission to shame the political traitors took me through all 6 districts of Windenburg. Can you believe it?
How many more times? Windenburg has 7 districts. The Old Town, the Commercial District, the Countryside, Crumbling Isle, New Crest, Forgotten Hollow, and the mysterious number 7. But to be fair, we haven't visited the latter, so you're not entirely wrong.
Time to go to bed, to draw strength for new mischievous deeds tomorrow. Huh. Did one of my children come home? Tiamo. What are you doing here? Didn't you say your date was going so well that you weren't coming home anytime soon?
Indeed, but in the end it went so well that I just had to come home and tell you about it in person. There's been a new development. Good thing you're seated.
Please don't tell me you proposed to Stella Maria and she said yes.
Does that mean you don't particularly like her? I thought you witches were supposed to stick together.
The feeling is mutual, as you know. Hey, what's up?
You're not Tiamo. Whoever you are, leave us alone.
She probably doesn't like Stella Maria either and isn't too keen on the big news I have to share. Drink some tea, it will calm your nerves.
What the hell? Bad bitch. I realize I brought you up to be bad, but not to me.
This is a waste of time. Just shoot her. We'll deal with her injuries later, if Prudence even wants her alive.
Prudence? Who the fuck are you?
Your worst nightmare.
Don't even bother. Magic won't work. And now, if you don't mind.
Bitch.
Well done, Crispin. One demon less in this world. You could have avoided this Aya by simply surrendering without a fight, but you chose violence instead, like the wicked witch you are. If you wish to avoid losing even more, come with us.
Oh look, another vampire. I won't bring shame on my people like Bobo did.
Tell me, screaming vampire lady, what do you fear the most?
I don't want the town to find out what I am, and about my past.
Then don't tell them.
Are you okay?
No. Bitch is dead. Those bastards are going to pay for this.
They're witch hunters. And they have Wilbica.
What? No, Wilbica is with her friends in Brindleton Bay, Tiamo told me. Unless it wasn't really him. Could have been that asshole posing as my son all along.
The real Tiamo has probably been kidnapped by the witch hunters too. Nate tried to reach him earlier this evening after they came for Wilbica in Brindleton Bay, but to no avail.
So they kidnapped my children and killed my familia. Well, I hope they enjoyed their last misdeeds, because this means war.